you are the exact same. You're broke, I'm broke. You're in uni or you're working an entry-level job. I am doing both of those things. You're young, I'm young. I apologize to all the 40-year-olds watching this video. You want to become an entrepreneur? I want to become an entrepreneur. And I'm taking you right with me. This is a no BS series. You're going to be watching my genuine journey from the get-go. Nevertheless, everyone on YouTube wants to teach. Listen, all of y'all can't be right. In one of my recent videos, I spoke about all the business models that I failed from dropshipping, affiliate marketing, social media marketing, YouTube. Look at the views under this video. I spoke about the importance of providing value in exchange for money, right? That's why these gurus sell you courses with the promise of getting rich so that they can get rich and the poor stay poor, right? No shade. No shade, because when I get rich, I'm going to be selling a course too. I was in the middle of making this video. In this video, I'll be starting a dropshipping store from scratch. So you'll be watching somebody go from start to finish in the whole journey. They cut my hours at work. I'm working in or around 8 hours a week. I can't afford to do dropshipping. So what the fuck am I gonna do? Nothing. I'm gonna figure out another way to make money. What are you talking about, bro? So I had some ideas. So if I couldn't do dropshipping because I didn't have enough money, well then I can't do anything else that requires money as well. Amazon FBA is off the table.
Crypto's off the table. Trading is off the table. Stocks are off the table. Coming up with a beautiful idea and starting a really expensive company is off the table.
So I spoke to one of my friends who you'll learn more about throughout this series. And he was like, why not just start video editing? I was like, yeah, I know how to edit videos. That's easy value for money. I looked deeply enough into it to get my first client. It's £1 an hour, 15 hours, sorted with that, yeah? Yeah. The only issue with it is that I'm trading my time for money. And number two, you need a little bit of a social media presence to really bang out good jobs. And you need to be known as a video editor. I'm just a guy who knows how to edit videos. Do you understand what I mean? So even though I've got my first clients, I'm gonna leave that off to the side and keep it as something that could potentially replace this job. So now we're back to square one again. But let's be honest, we're not going down that easy. Come on now. So what is the plan? Well, the plan is to start something that's not going to cost me any money or tens of hours to fulfill. So some sort of agency. So I'm meeting up with a friend right now. Our main goal is to pick one thing and stick to it. But there's a slight problem with that. When you go on YouTube, everybody on YouTube is trying to sell you their course for their business model. They're not actually giving you a genuine analysis of which agencies are better to start. So it makes you have to look deeper into it because all the YouTubers want to sell their courses when we're over here, we want to sell our course. So sometimes you have to put your pen to paper and come up with your own idea or structure that helps you do that research. In my case, I came up with the SMO method, right? Literally not too long ago, right? The SMO method is what I would say every agency falls under in terms of their internal structure, their service, their method, and their operation. Their service is the results that they're offering to their client. Their method is what they're doing to help their client achieve that result, and their operation is their day-to-day tasks, their to-do lists, all of that stuff. Let's take your barbershop for example. A barbershop would have a service, a method, and an operation. The promise that the barbershop makes you after you give them your money is that you will look better than before you walked into that store. The method in which they go about making you look better is they use a clipper and cut your hair. And the daily operations that they will do would be to take payments, clean the store, do the rota, organize the, or I don't know. I'm not gonna write it down either. So now for the agency that we're gonna go with, all we have to do is pick a method and build a business out of it. What we did was that we looked up a bunch of methods that we could potentially work with, and then we filtered them out, and then we came with a final two. The final two that we came up with was email list copywriting and ad campaign management. So we had a little bit of a conversation, a little bit of back and forth here and there. The technical aspect of it will be quite difficult. There'll be a lot more of a learning curve than email list copywriting, which is just... And then in the end, we decided that we'd go for ad campaign management. Number one, we just needed to pick one thing and run with it. And number two, there's plenty of info online on how to do it, and it's quite profitable as well. I like to hope it's as easy as it sounds, but nope. Food break. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hungry. You hungry?
No.
The decision that I've made today is what I hope to be the beginning of something huge. But what is it that separates us from the 99% of failing businesses that made that exact same statement? To be honest, I don't think we'll find out until we succeed or fail. Weirdly enough, I'm quite prepared for both of those outcomes. That's enough of that. We need to pick a niche, and we need to pick a niche fast. Why do we need to pick a niche fast? Not because entrepreneurs need to be quick and all this blase, 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 blase. We need to pick a niche fast because I'm graduating at the end of next year. And if I haven't made 10K a month so that I can sell you a £500,000 course, what am I doing with my life? On the other hand of things, everything has been slow for the past few days. Why? Well, take a good look, dumb. I'm in a new setup. I had to move places, but that's not what this video is about. So I'm obviously not going to give you a room tour. How am I going to pick a niche? Well, my friend, obviously I'm gonna pick the niche that makes the most money. But on the real though, the criteria in which I'm picking niche will run like this.
The first no, stop. The first out of the three criteria is the industry condition. Now, to put it for you stupid laymen, industry condition is talking about how, I don't even know what the industry condition is. Let me check my notes. The industry condition is how the industry is currently performing. COVID, we were in a pandemic. Has it recovered from COVID? The second criteria is accessibility. We need to have accessible information to these businesses so we could cold call them. We can't just bell them chatting about some,
hey, let's do some ads for you, but we don't even know what you do.
They're just gonna shoot us through the phone. So we need to find out as much as we can about these businesses specifically and also the industry as a whole. And if that information is not accessible, then we can't run this business. No one wants to be hiking all the way to the library to get this type of information. Now, one on google.com, ASAP Rocky, chicken teriyaki, pulasaki, that's my Rocky. Yeah, I better cut that out.
Nope.
Last criteria for picking our niche: ad spend. We are providing ads, and if you're not spending on the ads, then what are you doing? So therefore, we need an industry that has a healthy ad spend. You feel me?
And with that being said, the niche that we're going with is...
Right by the sun, if the fan got a problem, I dip in my funds. Bitch, I'm the one. Felt so much stress, could feel it in my lungs. I got a bun, had to take a sec to let me have my fun.